Hello and welcome at the Made by Yaleen channel, and this is episode 7 of the Lekker podcast. My name is Yaleen and I'm coming to you from Bloemfontein in central South Africa. We are going to be talking about my finished objects, my whips and some acquisitions in this episode. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for watching my previous episodes. It really truly means so much to me. And if you're a new episode watcher, then I hope you enjoy this time with me. Alright, you can find me on Ravelry as Lady Yaleen, and then you can find me on Instagram and Facebook as Made by Yaleen. Right, so what is news? It started to be springtime here in the Southern Hemisphere. Not fully though. Today is a little bit of a grey and coldish day here in Bloemfontein. But otherwise we can feel the heat coming, and that is so exciting because I'm so over getting cold, really, honestly. So I'm really looking forward to that. In other news, I have cut my hair. I went to the hairdresser this week. I was so tired of the long hair, and I just felt like I need a little bit of change. Especially with struggling. I've been struggling since the beginning of the year with my hair falling out enormously. And I thought that it might be better for my hair to be a little bit more short until the hair balance is restored in terms of not falling out so much. But I'm absolutely loving it. It feels light. I think it's perfect for the springtime. So I love it. Anyway, alright, so also my heritage pattern, thank you so much for all the love during this Cowl period, the crochet along. And I sent out the last part of the pattern. It's been 6 weeks on Friday, this past Friday. So that part 6 of the pattern is containing the information about how to do a double enclosed, or otherwise known as an envelope border, for your heritage blanket. I really honestly appreciate all the feedback. Everybody's sending me pictures of the blanket. It's really amazing. I am so grateful that those people that are doing the blanket or the heritage pattern are enjoying it. My goal with the heritage was to create a blanket which is beautiful but also not intricate, so that you have to be pinned to a paper and looking at the chart all the time creating your blanket, but that the pattern can at least some sort of guide you so that it's a more relaxing pattern. And I believe I was able to obtain that type of pattern, or so my object or my goal was reached, and for that I'm so happy. And then in other news, I still have testers busy with my legacy cowl. Where is my cowl? Here is the legacy cowl. And yep, the testers, the amazing ladies testing this pattern, are also enjoying this pattern. Some of them already busy with a second cowl. So this makes me so happy, and this pattern will be released on the 1st of October. The 1st of October because that's my late father's birthday, and this is like a dedication to my father. Yeah, so that pattern will release on the 1st of October, Friday the 1st of October. To all the testers testing this cowl, thank you so much. The feedback is really amazing, and they are so enthusiastic, and I love the feedback, and they are excited, and they have created the most beautiful cowls, and I will share them with you when the pattern is released, or maybe prior to that even. Alright, so that is big news. So I am wearing my one finished object, and I'm so excited because this is so nice and I absolutely love this. Let me show you. This is called the Namakwa Ripple Cowl from Sweet Crochet Dreams. The designer's name is Mariana Muller. She's South African, And she creates the most beautiful things. This is my second project of hers or design that I've created. And isn't this just beautiful? And I think so last time we spoke, I was about here by my, this is one of my stitch markers. I was here, and then I just flew to the end, and I think it came out beautifully. I absolutely love this piece. It is soft and squishy. So the pattern is from Sweet Crochet Dreams, and then I've used yarn from Knotty Habit. You will know that's one of my favorite indie dyers. So I've used light fingering 4-ply superwash 100% merino in the rock art. So this is this beautiful color. So I call this my rock art cowl or ripple cowl. And then 2 mini kaisos, kaiso mini in KMAR and KMAJ. So this was the navy and the brownish colors. So yeah, it is really beautiful and lovely yarn to work with, honestly. Mincy from Knotty Habit, Mrs. Knotty Habit, she really assisted me so beautifully with, or so much with, putting the colors together, because I knew I wanted to use rock art, the color rock art, but getting those 2 other contrasting colors, she assisted me. So yeah, she's such a lovely lady, and yeah, please go check out her website as well. So this is my first finished object, so I'm super happy, and I'm so excited to tell you that Mariana from Sweet Crochet Dreams said that she wants to give away 1 Namakwa ripple cowl pattern on this podcast. Isn't that so lovely? So thank you so much, Mariana. And I will tell you at the end of the episode how you can enter to get a copy of this pattern. Isn't that lovely? Whoever is going to win this pattern will enjoy it thoroughly. I promise you, this is such a great make. Right. Alright, so my second finished object is socks. So I completed the shorty socks for my daughter, and I think it came out beautifully. The last time we spoke, I was busy with the first sock, and I was busy with the toe, just basically starting with the decreases of the toe. And so that is where I was. So just look at this beautiful progress keeper. This is from Itsy Klein. She's just a master at these clay crafts. So I absolutely love this. I have been using Crazy Sock Lady's Vanilla on Magic Loop. And if I remember correctly, I think I did 15 rows of the ribbing, then 10 rows of the leg before I started with the heel flap and the heel turn. And I just love this yarn. This yarn is from Esteriza Yarn Creations. It's the 75 Superwash Merino 25% nylon. It's on the Clio base. It's a 3-ply sock weight yarn. And oh my goodness, this yarn, just look at its speckles there, the speckles of green. It's now not, there you go. It is beautiful. It's really a pretty yarn. Anyway, then I started with the second sock, so I'm done with the second sock as well. And this sock, I deem this sock as my best sock that I've knitted so far, for numerous reasons. Firstly, I don't know if you can see, there's a slight difference in the ribbing, right? So the one ribbing is a little bit more wider than this sock. This sock, which is I think my best sock I've done so far, I've realized when I do the long tail cast on, I do it not too tight, so too loose. So I started with this cast on being a tight long tail cast on, and it made the world of a difference, really. And then the second reason why I'm saying this is one of my best socks is that I didn't screw up the heel flap. I think it's the first sock which I have a faultless heel flap. Sometimes, I don't know, I still struggle with knit one, slip one, pull one, slip one, and then I get in my car and I didn't count properly or keep focused or stay focused, and then I have the slips on the wrong side and the knits or the pulls at the wrong spaces, and it doesn't really make a difference, you know, in terms of wearability, but in terms of technique, this has been my best sock. So I'm very proud of this sock because there's no faults on this sock that I'm aware of. So I'm super excited, and now I know how to do this long tail cast on. Yeah. And there's a video on YouTube. I actually saw something on Instagram and then I lost that post. I couldn't find it. And I was actually at Esseriza yesterday quickly to pick up another skein of this type of yarn because I want to create something like this for myself as well. And but anyway, to cut to the chase, so I was telling Teresa about this video I saw and I wanted to share it with her and I couldn't find it. Anyway, so I found a video on YouTube where normally when you do a long tail cast on, it is difficult to distinguish exactly the amount of the long tail that you have to keep to be able to do the cast on, right? So either you have too little or you end up with too much left over. And there's a video on how to do the long tail cast on without figuring out how much you have to keep for the long tail cast on. I'll maybe just share that video's name with you. So that is quite a good technique. I want to try it with my second sock after the one that I have in my whip. The second sock of that one, I want to try that method. Anyway, so this has been so great. I will show you my other skein of this a bit later. So yeah, what a joy. So I hope my daughter will love this socks of hers for the next winter time. Alrighty, so let's start with whips. Alright, my first whip is the Windsurfer shawl from mjocruchet. Is it mjocruchet? I think it, Johanna, I think is her name. Let me see on the pattern. I always forget. Mjocruchet from Johanna Lindahl. This is a free pattern and such a great pattern for those balls of yarns where you have the changing of colors, like the Skepius wool, yarn art, Kismet rainbow balls of yarn, and so forth. So yeah, wonderful. I'm keeping it in my Africa float tote bag. This is a project bag I made from Natty. It's a float tote pattern. This is the 3 skein project bag from hers. And I'm going to show you the project just now. I am using Kismet's rainbow yarn. Let me show you this. Kismet rainbow. This is the one I'm busy with. It's so pretty. And this is the other one. Yeah, it's beautiful. Anyway, and I'm using a 3.5 millimeter hook, if I remember correctly. No, 3 millimeters. 3 millimeters hook. And the last time we spoke, so you start here in the corner with your pattern, and then you work it up, and it's increasing on the one side. It stays flat on this side. And the last time we spoke, I was about here. And this is another stitch marker of Itsy Klein. It's beautiful, right? It just matched this project. So wow. All right, so this is how far I came. Look at that colors. It's beautiful. Oh, I just love it. And now I'm gonna move to like purples, blues, and then grey, dark green, like a neony green and a dark green. I'm so excited how that will end up looking like. So yeah, this is really, I love working on this project. It's a very easy project. There's no snipping of yarn, which is great. The method is contained in the pattern. It's available on her website. Yeah, so you can get the pattern there. Great pattern, great to be working on this, and when you don't have to think about stuff, like don't have to concentrate, you just want to crochet. This is the pattern, your go-to pattern. All right, then my second work in progress is my sweater. You know, this is one of the challenges that I wanted to do. I'm keeping this in the bag from my friend Lindahl Stitched. She is going to probably release bags next year, and she sent this to me for my birthday, and I love this bag. Look, there's like a thingy there for you to keep your stitch markers on. It doesn't have stitch markers on now. Anyway, all right, and the inside of the bag is also so pretty. Let me show you. So I'm doing the flax sweater from Tin Can Knits. It's also a free pattern, and I'm using our own South African yarn, African Expressions, and I'm using Harmony. So this is a worsted weight yarn, and this is the teal color number 2127. It is so soft. It's a merino wool superwash, 100% superwash wool. It is really lovely to work with, and I absolutely enjoy the pattern. It's not difficult. I really want to thank Adela from Yarn Creations. She's also having podcasts up from South Africa, so go and watch her, give her some love. And I asked her, because she's like a guru. I was like, Adela, you need to help me. I want to do a sweater, but what sweater must I do? And she recommended this pattern. It's a raglan sweater. Okay, so let me show you. I'm talking too much and I'm not showing you so much. All right, so the last time we spoke, I did the ribbing, right? And I was still busy with the raglan increases. So this is where I was, right? And I'm using another stitch marker of It's Klein. Look at that cat, so pretty, so cute. If you don't know, I love cats. We have 3 cats called Maximus, Katie. Those 2 are gingers, and Maximus are the only male. They are actually both those brother and sister, siblings. Do you call it siblings for cats? I don't know. Anyway, and then we've got Pepper. She is our grey-black cat. Oh, yeah, I love them all to bits. Anyway, so I have really done so well moving from there past the sleeves. So this is all new for me, really. I've learned so many things in this in this whole story, and then now I'm just busy knitting in the round on the body. So nice. The only thing I'm struggling a bit with is when the one ball of yarn is done and I'm picking up another ball of yarn. So either I would then at the back tight make like a knot, where at the later stage I will undo the knots and then work them in different ways. And then I've also tried, here you can see, I have also tried Stephen West's, it's called Stephen weaving or something like that method. And I don't know if I love that method, because I don't know if I pull it too tight or anything, but it's creating like maybe if you're far away you don't see it really, but and there's like a place there which, like, where is it now? Like just there, that I don't like. So if you have any ideas, please comment below and share your knowledge, please, because I'm like a newbie in knitting. So I will really enjoy that, or appreciate if you give me some guidance. But other than that is, I'm really enjoying it. And you will see on the sleeve, there's garter stitches. So this garter stitches will run all the way through the sleeve to the end. And I think it's just so a lovely touch to a basic pattern. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying this as well. Such a great pattern. Currently, I'm trying to deal with one whip per day. So I have like a schedule. It sounds very formal. It's really not. But I will put my bags in a row, and every time I'm done with today, say for instance the sweater, I put it at the back of all the project bags, and next day it's the next project that gets some love. So that is currently my strategy. Up until yesterday it changed a bit, but I will explain to you just now. Right, so that was my sweater. Absolutely loved it. Alright, then I have a new project which you haven't seen. This is a project bag from Teresa Yarn Creations. They have project bags on their website. Please go and have a look. Is it so pretty? Right? And I got socks on the needles. I told you last time I am going to have socks all the time because I need to create myself some more socks for next winter. I do want to have more socks. This is the first winter where I made socks and wear this one pair of socks all the time, and it is really the best, for especially in our winter here in Free State, which can be extremely cold. So yeah, next winter I don't want to suffer. Alright, so I'm making socks again, but this is so really special socks to me because of two reasons. Firstly, one of the things, two things was gifted to me for the socks. The first thing was the pattern. Monica is a friend, a yarny friend of mine, and she's always so sweet. She sends me the most beautiful messages when she watched the podcast, and she shows me progress of the stuff that she makes, and yeah, so I really enjoy talking to Monica. And then here in my inbox is a pattern, and so she bought me the morning coffee socks. She gifted me this pattern. It's a pattern from Kay. Kay is from the Crazy Sock Lady, and if you've watched all my episodes, you know that I've only made the vanilla socks. So that is quite nice, knowing that I am doing another pair of socks. Alright, the second reason why this is special to me is, remember a few episodes back I showed you the yarn that was gifted to me by Teresa Yarn Creations, and this is the yarn I'm using, and this is beautiful. Let me show you. This is the yarn color, excuse me, and this is how it's worked up. I absolutely love how these colors are playing out. You would probably not see it as clearly on the screen as what I'm looking at, but this is beautiful yarn. It's yarn from Teresa Yarn Creations, the halo color base. They are not having this yarn anymore in stock or on the storefront or in their store, but Donna, the other base, is similar to this one. So this base, this halo base, is 20% kit mohair, 30% nylon, and 50% superwash wool. It's a 4-ply yarn. For 100 grams you get 390 meters. So it has mohair in it. I think it's going to be beautiful. I did a great... Oh, this is with this sock already that I made a tighter long tail cast on. And yeah, it has a 6 pattern repeat. So there's another itsy klein stitch marker. This is Pepper, my black cat. This is Pepper. Anyway, it has a 6 pattern repeat, so it makes this ridges, and it's really beautiful. Yeah, I really love doing the socks. It's different doing something more different than just the plain vanilla socks. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm almost 1, 2, 3. I'm almost ready to do the heel flap. So this stitch markers you see here is from Naughty Habit. I bought this from their website. It comes in this beautiful holders, and so I'm placing that every 10 rounds so that I don't have to count like a mad person when I'm and lose count and trouble and wada. So this is just a method of sanity. I got this tip from Crazy Sock Lady, and then I'm using this beautiful cat stitch marker as beginning of the pattern of the 6-row repeat, so that I can keep track of where I am when I'm doing the 6-row repeat. Alright, so that is my third whip. And then yesterday, I'm going to talk about Stephen West shawlography in a minute, or a little bit later, but I was like, I don't have a big project bag, and I need something probably to keep that future project in. And then I decided I'm going to make another float tote. so when I said I'm breaking my pattern in terms of how I'm dealing with my whips, that is the reason why. So yesterday I had some yarn still in my stash, being able to do a float tote, but I didn't have so much of the certain colors that I wanted. So I went to my local yarn store, Yarn Stash Collection. They're here locally in Bloemfontein. Rebecca from that store, the owner, she's always lovely to talk with. You know, if you've watched my episodes, she's a very big part of my startup of crocheting. And so I acquired some more yarn needed for my float tote. So let me show you. This is the float tote pattern of Natty. I'm making the 5 skein project bag, the float tote. So I'm using a 6mm hook. And this is how far I am with the float tote. I'm going to do the whole thingamajigs. When she's talking about the 5 skein thing, she's talking about the bag itself. Then you have like an insert, and then also 5 holders for your skeins, so 100-gram skeins, right? So you use then a magnetic clasp to clasp that small buckets onto the insert, then place it into your project bag. So I'm going to do the whole story in preparation for this project that I'm going to be talking about a bit later. Alright, so I'm using Raisa yarn. Let me show you. Let me put this away first. I'm just keeping it like is. I don't know if I'm unrealistic, but I hope I'm going to be finishing this today. It might be unrealistic because my thumb would probably hate me afterwards. But I'm using cotton. This is Kismet yarn. The Raisa 100% pure cotton. And so for 50 grams you get 100 meters. And when I'm doing that floated, I'm keeping the yarn double. So I'm using this colors. And I think it is beautiful. So I only worked with these 2 so far, and I'm going to bring in this color soon. Yeah, I'll probably see how it's going to evolve as I go. But yeah, I love this. I love working with Raisa. It's one of my favorite cotton yarns. And yeah, I'm excited because hopefully it will be done. Well, it will be done by the next time we speak. And I can show you then. And it will house a beautiful project, which I'm so excited about. All right. And that is all my whips. So I have 4 whips currently, which is manageable, and I want to get at least the back will be done, and then the socks might be done by the next time we speak. I don't know. The sweater will still get love, and this shawl will still get love, and then then there's a future project which we will talk about. Alright, so new acquisitions. Let me show you. I've bought this yarn bowl from Crochet Classes Cape Town a while ago. It was like a pre-order, and it only arrived like a few weeks back, like 2 weeks back. And I said to Lynn from Crochet Classes Cape Town, I couldn't even remember what color I chose, so it was a great surprise. So I love to work with this. It's actually part of my project bag, which I'm currently busy with. I'm using it there. And what beautiful bowl. This is the medium or the small size. You get a bigger size bowl as well. But yeah, it's lovely to work with. Love this. And then she was so kind. As part of this, when she sent this to me, she included a gift. And look at this. It is, you can have your crochet hooks in here, you can have your knitting needles in here, pen roller, like your pens or pencils if you're a arty person in terms of coloring or drawing. Look there, it is so pretty. And then it says handmade with love and coffee. I think it's beautiful. I'm not going to show you the number there. But yeah, so then you can fasten it. So you roll it. So I'm going to use it for my knitting needles. You remember I have already one for my crochet hooks. And then, boom, you can fasten it nicely. It's really pretty. I absolutely love this roll. Please check out Lynn's website, Crochet Classes Cape Town. You will also see she's released a few patterns now. She also started releasing patterns, designing patterns, and I'm so excited for her. She's focusing on interlocking crochet. So if that is your jam, please go and have a look. She's got beautiful patterns out. The one is, she released the cat pattern on Friday, I think. It's called Cats Have Hearts. It's beautiful. And then she has another one which is called Santa and Crew. And the one that I absolutely adore is just patterning. So I'll put on pictures here so that you can see. Yeah, so please go and give us a love. I believe the patterns is on her website. And then the patterns are also available on Ravelry. So yeah, beautiful interlocking patterns. I absolutely adore what she does. She's got great talent. Right, so this is part of my acquisitions. Then I participated in a giveaway from Itsy Klein. Itsy Klein means something small, and it was hosted on Instagram, and then I won. I was so excited because I can't remember when last I won something. So I want to show you this from Itsy Klein. You know I'm an Itsy Klein fan. And then I won. It was actually, I commented and I tagged someone. So the friend I tagged also got a gift. I think that's just awesome. Anyway, so this is the box, right? And then I received a sticker. I want to have a sticker wall or something, because remember the Be Inspired stickers? I love them as well. So I want to really display my stickers. Anyway, then it's like this. And I got a card to say thank you so much. I hope you're going to enjoy your present. This is not a great unboxing video. It seems like I'm doing it injustice. But let me show you. It's so pretty. All these different thingamajigs. All these different stitch markers. They are pretty. And then the one is a yarn cutter. So if you look there, you will see there's like in between the heart, there's like a, what do you call it, a blade. So it's a yarn cutter. It's awesome. So yeah, I love these stitch markers, and it's got glitters in, right? Life is just better with glitter in it. All right, so that is the second thing I got. And then I got the yarn. Remember I told you about that beautiful yarn, the socks, and I wanted to create a pair for myself as well, because when I did the socks, the shorty socks, I think it's 48 grams left of the 500 skein, 100 gram skein of yarn. So it was just too little. But if I do a contrasting color for toes and heels, I would probably be able to win the yarn chicken if I play yarn chicken. But yeah, I thought, let me get more of this yarn. Alright, so I got another skein of the Cleo yarn, 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon from Esteriza Yarn Creations. So it will matchy. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's honestly beautiful. So excited. I don't know yet. Yeah, I want to make a pair of socks for myself, and then hopefully there will be some left which would be utilized as a scrap in another nice project. Yes, so I'm super excited about this. And then, now it's crinkly time. I asked all of you on Instagram, or those that's on Instagram, do you think I should participate in the make-along for Stephen West? He always have a make-along this time of the year, a shawl, which is a secret, nobody knows. And I got such a great response. Honestly, I am scared. I'm a new knitter. I only knitted socks, and now starting with a sweater. And I feel a bit intimidated with his designs. I mean, he's really like a whiz, a knitting whiz. But then everybody was so encouraging. They were like, no, you have to participate. He's got the greatest patterns with the greatest tutorials. And the reason why I want to do that is because I want to learn more knitting techniques. I know a few things about crochet, but obviously not everything. I don't know interlocking, I don't know the Tunisian crochet, I don't know some stitches still in crochet. But I'm feeling much more confident in my craft as a crocheter than a knitter. I'm a new knitter. I'm a baby knitter. So it feels a bit intimidating, but I'm also excited because I trust everybody when they say, you're going to learn so much, there will be great tutorials, those type of things. So yes, I bought the pattern of Stephen West. Shawlography is the name of this pattern for this year, and it's going to be launched on the 8th of October, if I remember correctly. Yes. So that is why I'm making the float tote, the bigger float tote. And then my second question on Instagram was, all right, I've looked at some kits. I chose 3 colorways from Cowl Blues. She's a dyer in Cape Town here in South Africa. Creates also the most beautiful yarn. And I wanted to also, support another indie dyer as well. And then there was a vote, and you chose this colorway. So let me show you. So now I apologize for the crinkles. It's Cowl Blues. Beautiful stuff. Let me take out all the colors. So she sent this beautiful card. Right. All right, and the colorway I chose was, you assisted me, Signs of Spring. So you get 2 skeins of this. This is 100 gram, 300 meters, 100% wool, merino twist, and I think it's just gorgeous. Look at that pinks there at the bottom. And then you get two skeins of this, and then 2 balls each of these colors, right? This is a merino twist sock weight superwash, 100% wool, and this is celadon color. This is hot pink. This is olive. And then this one is rainforest. Right? And I thought, wow, spring is so upon us, or with us, already started. So this is a great tribute to the seasons we're currently in. So I think I'm trying to keep this up. I'm trying to show you everything, but I'm struggling. All right, maybe let's... Ooh, dearie me. Okay. My hands are small. Can you see everything? I don't know if you can. Okay, wait. Let's see if I can have it better. I'm thinking I'm doing an injustice. Let's keep these 3 together. There we go. All right. So yes, this is what I bought for the kit that I bought from Cowgirl Blues for the Stephen West make-along. Yes, the knitting make-along. If you don't know Stephen West, go look at the previous shawls he created. Very arty, brilliant designs. Beautiful, and I'm so excited to play along. And the thing that he says that really resonates with me is like, don't stress about it. We're going to play with colors. I like that approach, you know, we don't need to be afraid of colors. And most of us, well, let me not say most, we are sometimes scared to try new colors, or we think it's not going to suit our skin type or our personality even. And sometimes it's great to step out of the comfort zone. So I'm definitely stepping out of the comfort zone with hot pink. It feels like I'm stepping out of comfort zone with that. So I'm so excited to participate. Yeah, so I'm going to probably, let me not say I'm going to keep up with all the clues every week and be in time, but I'm going to do my utmost best. And the most important part is enjoying and learning new things. So that is what my goal is for this make along. All right, so that is all the things. Super excited, super excited. All right, so 2 things. Firstly, to be able to win the pattern from Sweet Crochet Dreams, the Namakwa Ripple Cowl, this pattern. It's beautiful, right? So to be able to win this pattern, please comment down below this video and tell me for whom would you like to make this cowl and in what colors. That is the question. So you have to comment below. Please tell me for whom you would like to make this cowl, this Namakwa Ripple Cowl from Sweet Crochet Dreams, and also with what colors would you like to do a cowl like this. All right, also please, with that being said, go give some love to Sweet Crochet Dreams on Instagram, and yeah, go like her, go follow her on Instagram. And yeah, Mariana, thank you so much for this pattern. It's really, really appreciated. And then secondly, I just want to remind you all of my legacy cowl pattern that will be released on the 1st of October. All right, I want to ask you to please like this video and then also subscribe if you haven't done so. There's a lot of viewers that is not subscribed to my channel, so please subscribe, please give a like, and have a lovely week ahead. I know for us here in South Africa, we have a public holiday coming up, a really important public holiday, Heritage Day. Remember, heritage pattern is one of the things. It was a inspiration for my heritage pattern. So for us, it's celebrating our different cultures here in South Africa, our different people, and celebrating our uniqueness. But also, I think we are also unique and different. But I think we have so many more things that is the same for us all. We want to love our families. We want to live peacefully. So our commonalities, is that the word? Is much more than what is differentiating us or making us different. But our uniqueness should also be celebrated. So we are celebrating Heritage Day on the 24th of September here in South Africa. And so I'm looking forward to a nice long weekend next weekend. But and so up until when I see you again, I hope that you will have a blessed time, a blessed week or weeks ahead. And please stay safe and stay healthy. Have a lovely time. Bye.